Live. As we come to the end of August, we're looking ahead to September, which is Leukemia Awareness Month, and really going to tell you about a remarkable opportunity here as a local attorney in the Midlands is here today to share his story about his battle with cancer, but also his pledge to help others who are facing that same battle. Attorney Chris Davis is joining us today with more on that. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
We received your email a few weeks back and we couldn't believe what we saw because what you're doing is pretty incredible. Can you just tell folks at home, kind of before we get to your announcement here, your personal journey with cancer?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, in December of 2017, it was between Christmas and New Year's, I discovered that I had leukemia. I actually found out from my dentist was the first person that noticed that something was wrong.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and he told me to go see a medical doctor. And I went to doctor's care and they ran some blood tests and the doctor just saw something that he never seen before. And he said, something I'll never forget. He said, I need you to go to Richland Memorial. Don't get in an accident because if you get in an accident, you could bleed to death. And so I went to, he said, take the blood work to them and they'll know what to do. And so I did that.
Oh, that must have been incredibly scary.
To be honest, you know, I was a little naive. You know, I was in real good shape during that time.
Yeah.
I worked out a lot, and so I had good health. So I didn't really think it was anything serious, you know. But it was. I found out that that I was diagnosed with APL. It's a rare form of leukemia, but the good thing about it is it's curable. And so I did. Next thing I knew, you know, I was in the hospital for 35 days.
Wow.
Yes, and
things move so quickly.
Very quickly.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
And I know now that you've been through been through leukemia yourself, but you've had this incredible call to give back in some way. Can you explain more about that pledge you're making?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I love to help people. You know, as a personal injury lawyer, I get an opportunity to help people on a daily basis. So I decided to donate $1,000 to a family or individual that has been impacted by leukemia. Because going through leukemia or cancer treatment can be very expensive, time consuming, and I felt like this is a way that could help. So I'm just asking that they write a letter, 50 words minimum, just describing how leukemia affected them. And I'm going to choose the best story and donate $1,000 to that family or individual.
It's incredible. And so I know that folks at home who maybe know someone who is battling leukemia or knows a family that is facing that challenge right now might be interested. How can folks get in touch with you if they want to write that letter? What's the best, where should they send it?
They can mail the letter to my office, at Law Office of S. Chris Davis. It's 1720 Main Street, Suite 102, Columbia, South Carolina, 29201.
And we do have that address right up on the screen if folks at home want to take a picture of this full screen right there along with the contact information. Those letters are due by the 23rd of September, is that correct?
September 22nd.
Oh, 22nd, okay,
Yeah.
All right. So if you can get them in by the 22nd and then you'll announce who you're choosing to receive that $1,000 by the end of the month?
Yes, yes, we'll announce it soon after, yeah, before the end of the month. Like as you said, September is Leukemia Awareness Month, and also orange is the color for leukemia, you know, similar to, you know, pink is for breast cancer, orange for leukemia. And yeah, so if they can get in by then, I'll announce it before the end of September, the winner.
Oh my goodness. Well, if whoever you select is comfortable with it, please keep us updated on how you've been able to help. I think what you're doing is remarkable. It's one thing to make it through a battle as strenuous as leukemia and come out on the other side of it, but it's a whole other thing to be able to take the resources that you have and provide such a gift to another family. How does it feel to be on the opposite side, like on the other side of it now? Because as you're going through it, I'm sure you're not thinking of a day where you're going to be in this position.
I feel blessed to have the opportunity to give back. Like I said, it was a very unexpected thing, and it happened very fast. But now God has blessed me, and you know I would like to bless others. Now that I'm doing a lot better, I'm in remission.
Congratulations.
Thank you, thank you.
You know, I think too, a lot of people think about the physical battle, emotional and mental battle it takes to get through cancer, which is immense, but there's a huge financial burden as well. And especially for families that, you know, are trying to seek care for, sometimes for younger people, or if it's older people as like you were when you found out, it's still a huge financial burden. So can you just kind of speak to what that was like in going through it yourself?
Yes, I was out of work for a month. Luckily, I worked for myself, and my office was able to maintain and move on while I was in the hospital. I actually worked while I was in the hospital.
That's crazy.
When I had the energy to do it.
Right. Yeah.
So to be honest with you, I'm still paying bills.
Wow.
For
And
cancer.
and this was 2017, you said?
2017 going into 2018. Yes.
Yeah. It's a huge undertaking. So, but I just want to thank you again for doing what you're doing and coming on the show to share it with our viewers. I want to pull up that information one more time. If you would like to submit a letter entry to Chris here for that $1,000, he's going to read through all of the letters and select a family or an individual that he can contribute this $1,000 to. You can send the letter to 1720 Main Street, Suite 102 in Columbia. The address right there on your screen, and just address it to Chris Davis Law Firm. And we will, of course, have more information on our website, wistv.com. Chris, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate your time.
Thank you.
All right, we have much more Soda City Live coming up after this short break. Stay with us.